New, clean, reorganized shop. Man, I've been busting my ass. I don't know, for 5 days. Resetting up the shop. Hold on, jeez. I'm always digging at myself on video. Anyway, so I don't know if you saw my last shop tour video. This is a totally different looking place, guys. This area, there was a heat treat oven here that I didn't really use. I built it and it worked fine, but I just like doing it in the forge. There was a spindle sander here. Got rid of that guy. There's a bunch of shit laying everywhere over here. Basically, I'm going to pick up the camera in a second. I'm going to show you around so you check it out. That kind of stung my nippies a little. Oops. Oh, God. Allergies. I probably should turn the radio off. Oh, well. That's my jams in the background. So, we're going to take a shop tour. And we're going to see a lot of different stuff. And I'll tell you why. Basically, my grinder that I built out of the treadmill motor, it was giving me a lot of problems. It wasn't tracking right. It was eating a few belts. You know, I got tired of spending $46 on Norton Blaze belts every few days. I don't really know what happened. It was working fine for a long time, and using it so much now that I'm full-time bladesmithing, it's just, it needs to be more tighter tolerance. So I ordered a new one from Reader Products, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make any more knives until I get my new freaking grinder. And I don't have any orders coming in right now for some crazy reason. People hate me right now. I don't cry, so they can hate me if they want. Got a spoon in my pocket. I don't know why, but there it is. It's fine. You know, we're going to take a shop tour and see the new shop, new setup. It's awesome. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pick you up. We're going to start right here. This is a wall. Now, see right there, there's the etchers. You've probably seen my other videos on my homemade etchers. This is a bench. Let me back up here and let you look at this area. So this is a bench. I've got it where I can work off of both sides of this bench, because where I'm standing is where the anvil used to be, but it's outside. We'll see that in a second. So here we go. We're going to walk around. Got an old shirt from when I was in the Philippines. Let you get a good look at that. God forgives when you meet him. The Marines arrange the meeting. Yeah, it's kind of a common thing that all Marines think they're badasses. Some are. Most are. Alright, all of them are. We're all badasses. Alright, that's my charging station, because I got like a million Milwaukee's. Look at this spoon pointer. Awesome. Green means go. Alright, so clean benches. This is pretty much the same. Just a few of my old stuffs up there that I like. The bandsaw with the table that I made. If you didn't watch my video, check it out. I just made it this way so you could change the blade from the front. There's my old grinder, which is gone. Man, I hope that I get the email that they're shipping my grinder today. 2-3 days from Texas to North Georgia. Shelves. Alright, my toolboxes. These are actually my dad's toolboxes. I have them because I inherited them, because he got seriously injured in a bad car accident. Somebody ran a red light. Long story short, he can't use tools. He can't really do much of anything. He's like a 5th grader. Anyway, another sad story for another time. This is the other side of my bench. I actually got this bench rolling cabinet at Sam's or Costco. I shouldn't plug either one because I don't have their permission, but it was like under $300, and it's huge, and it's got so much stuff in it, you know. I mean, this is, well, I just said that there's nothing in that, just some rigs. Alright, here we go. Some handle material, some G10, new packages of G10 from Alpha Knife Supply. That's black, and there I got, you know, just G10. These woods are already stabilized. This is just a few wrenches. Epoxies and glues and sticky stuffs. These are all my measuring instruments and a pair of scissors. Files. I got tons of files because I like files. Dremel stuff drawer. Well, yeah, there's the Dremel. Hangs from the ceiling. I just use so I can sit at the bench and use it because it's got this little cord here that, you know, hangs down. Do stuff on the bench with. You know, I don't know why I'm showing you every drawer in the toolbox. Drill press, Harbor Freight. I'd love to have a new one. It's another side cabinet. My dad actually built this. It hooks on the side of that toolbox. It's got a little work table. This is where the stabilization chamber was, but I moved it and I mounted this up higher. You know, basically, this is the chemicals and stuff I use a lot for knife making. Some acetone. Treat my blades with mineral oil. That's in there. There's this freaking cool process where you can turn wood black, and I've got the stuff to do that in there. Some old Marine Corps manuals, some railroad manuals, some chemicals. There's the big tripod. Nails and stuff. This is screws, nails, miscellaneous pieces, and nuts and bolts and stuffs, which used to be right there where the Marine Corps shirt is. This is kind of a seating area. I made these tractor chairs, I call them, because they're old disc harrows from a huge harrow that when I was working in South Georgia, Blackshear, I asked the guy if I could have this whole thing, and he said, yeah, if I promise not to scrap it. And that's kind of a cool story. I built them, and he said he wanted to see pictures. And it took me a few months to build them. I wasn't working down there anymore, so I called him to tell him that I didn't do it. And I found out that he had passed away. And I told his wife that I had made these tractor chairs, and she said it was great to hear that. I didn't know him. I just happened to be on his property doing some work for the power company and saw this sitting in the field. Anyway, those are not real old 1847 John Deere seats. They're just a replica, but they look cool. I just stuck them on. Them freaking things are heavy too, but they're nice to sit on. The shelves, look at the shelves, huh? There's nothing on there. It was full of so much shit. Right there where that blue bucket is in that chair. The forge was there. I had the anvil, which was through mounted to the floor. I already filled the holes so that I could not bounce on this wood floor. It's out of the freaking middle of the thing. Microwave. You gotta heat your freaking coffee up, people. No cold coffee. Shop vac. Hoses and just some little storage areas for that. This is the heat treat oven, toaster oven. I can make me some bagels if I want. Yeah, I said bagels. You heard me. I moved that toolbox over here. It's got Kydex and wood material that needs to be stabilized. Look at that. There's my stabilization chamber area. This is a small stabilization chamber, but it's like 8 inches, no, 6 or 7 inches tall, 6 inches wide, big enough to do anything I need to do. If I need to, I could buy another chamber, but I got this one for a really, really good price on the Amazon, and it works awesome. It really does. It comes with the hoses. I mean, it's got the gauge, liquid-filled gauge. I got the hose to go from air conditioning compressor, Harbor Freight. I work on my own car, so I already had that. Air compressor, Harbor Freight. Kydex press that I made. If you want to know, this freaking Kydex press, it's a kneeling pad with uber thick high density foam that I got from Northern Tool and Hydraulic. And I just cut it in half on the bandsaw, put some wood on it so that I could squeeze it with clamps and not break it. I heat the Kydex on this griddle top because it works really good for that. And that's a non-stick sill pat. Heat gun, clamps, fan. This is the coolest thing right here that I'm freaking most proud of right here. Alright, this is not a shower. This is a grinding room because this shop had so much dust. So I got plastic sheeting up top to keep the dust in, and it overlaps on the inside right there. This is just a vinyl shower curtain. These little melamine door skins basically came from a closet door that we took out my daughter's room, and I don't throw anything away that I think I can use. So basically you just slide it open. $18.99 5,000 lumens LED 4-foot shop light I got this weekend for 19 bucks on sale at Harbor Freight. Right here is going to go the new Reader Products grinder. I'll do a review on that when that guy gets here. I'm hoping to get here by the end of the week, but I don't know. This is not organized yet, but it's just new. There used to be a huge wood bin here, but I did 220 so I can get the full 2 horsepower out of my grinder. I'm an electrician, so I wired that crap up. That's not bare wires, that's just the plug-in. Anyway, so there it is, the slidey thingy. That's fiberglass shovel handle for me being too retard strong and breaking it. So I can just close this up. People can look in there and look at me while I do grindy stuff. 6-foot roll-up door for the shop. Now here's where we're going to go to the next coolest part, right? Open the door. That's stuff I'm still working on cleaning up. Don't judge me. Oh, fire extinguisher. It's a baby, but hey, if you need it, it's there. I got the canvas tarp from Harbor Freight to use as a... I mean, it's so freaking windy today. That's usually tight as a drum. But anyway, that's a walkway made from a treadmill belt. Alright, so that's going to be the forge area. So this is an old railroad cabinet. This is where I keep my propane stuff. This was all inside, you know, right next to the forge, which was pretty stupid, I might add. I got my cutting torch in there, my propane heater, a couple extra tanks. I use propane oxygen cutting torches because it was suggested to me to do that since I already had protein. I love meat. Propane. So that's that right there. Just a little old railroad cut case, they call them. Just a little aluminum box. Keeps my stuff safe and keeps the flames out of it. There's another one over there that's got chemicals and stuff in it. Tool storage. I got a million shovels and axes and stuff that aren't even up there. So here's the next one. Oh, look. That's a Fisher, a 100-pound Fisher anvil. You know, look at that Fisher, 100 pounds. Yeah, the Fisher Eagle. There it is, look at that. Yeah, that's right. Can you see that? 1896. Somebody resurfaced it, but I mean, it's a good anvil. It's not loud. There's the propane beauty there, otherwise known as a forge. Sorry, I got allergies. I'm sniffing like I'm on crack or cocaine, whichever one you snort. Yeah, 2 burners. I added a burner. My old anvil, because I got tired of beating on that. A couple propane tanks, a sickle. Beautiful view of the mountains to forge with. Alright, so this is the next thing we did. I got my wood storage here because it's under this overhang. Keeps it out of the weather-ish. That's a pallet and a giant piece of wood as my stairs. Thought this was kind of neat. This, just a little hole in there. And that closes the door. So it's just got a screw. And you'll see how the rest of it works in a second. Anyway, I put a door that used to be my butcher shop. I don't do as much butchering as I used to. So it's a multi-purpose room now. So we go right up the stairs. That's a huge butcher block. I made that out of old oak flooring. So now we're into what used to be the butcher shop, which is now the wood shop and all-purpose shop. That is a smoker that I actually made out of a 1950, 40, maybe 52 Westinghouse. That's primer paint on the front, but it's just a smoker, you know. It smokes. I've got an oven element in there and a heater or a stovetop element. Just did the inside. But I like to smoke my meat, so I do a smoked turkey every year. And it's vented to the outside. So, well look. Oops. I left that shit on. So, this is just the timer. And it heats up the inside of my... So it's 111 degrees in there. We're going to turn that off. This is a funny thing. What this does, if the power goes out, you'll look out here and the thing will be 400 freaking degrees. Also, going to use this as a tempering oven for bigger blades since it's thermostatically controlled. Anyway, here's a charger for my wife's push mower. And don't judge me because I said my wife's push mower. I have a big Craftsman, you know, 46, 48 inch cut, real super manly freaking mower. However, she loves push mowing, and I wouldn't let her do that. And she said she wanted one of these electric ones, battery powered, and it's awesome. I'm telling you, that thing is freaking awesome. It's just as powerful as a gas powered push mower. But anyway, there it is. It's the Ego 56 volt. It charges in like an hour, and it's a bad boy. I did all my research. That's the best one. If you're gonna get one, go get it. Ego. Little sink that I hooked up to a water hose. You know, towel washy, handy washy area. Some more of my old stuff. Those old horses. If you guys are old as me, you'll remember these guys. An old 50s model globe grinder, which will chop up a human body. It's pretty awesome. The Keurig, I'm not that fancy typically, but I used to think I was. So I had this Keurig. But since we're outside, it'd be nice to have coffee out here, right? There's a barrel of black walnuts. Some more old items. A refrigerator, because I like refrigerated things. Look at that. Take a bath with someone you love. Notice that's a guy and a girl in there? Take note. So look, what, five beers. Murphy Stout, which is, in my opinion, better than Guinness. But I'll drink a Guinness if I have to. There's some fresh ground coffee. And some lemon shandy for those hot days. And nothing else. Water. I just cleaned this yesterday because it had some old deer quarters in there that I didn't finish processing because that was lazy of me. No farms, no food. I got this ice maker in the house. I just make extra ice and bring it out here and stick it in this so I can have a cold drink when I'm out here working. So there's the shop complex, guys. I mean, it's pretty much 3 buildings that I use for all my stuff. Yeah, a chicken coop out there. Well, there's no chickens because raccoons think they taste better than I do, apparently. An herb garden that's just starting to grow because it's not even April yet. And that's it. A really dirty window in the side of my house. Don't show up here, people. That's it, dudes. That's all I can say to you about the new shop setup. So hopefully you like it, because I do. Bye.